store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail for this Wednesday, June 7th edition. This is a live shot of the Eagle County Regional Airport. First thing this morning, you can see no real heavy traffic quite yet, but we will start to see that increase throughout the remainder of the summer, and especially because the countdown to GoPro Mountain Games is definitely on. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail. Now, we've got some wonderful national holidays to celebrate today. I cannot believe we are 7 days into June already, and on the 2nd of June, we were still seeing snow up at the higher elevation. Now, we are expecting to see some increased chances of precipitation, but let's talk about those really fun national holidays. The first one is Global Running Day, so if you're someone who likes to get out there and do some running, well, then today's a great day to do so. It is also National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. So if you love chocolate ice cream, then you should get some today and just savor every bite of it, as it is such a delicious treat. And National VCR Day. So if you're someone who remembers playing your favorite movies or your favorite TV series on a wonderful VCR, well, then today's a day to celebrate kind of its heritage a little bit, since we no longer see those around. Like I said, we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail. Now, we're going to introduce you to some wonderful athletes that happened to be at the GoPro Mountain Games last year that we had the chance to catch up with, and then, of course, get you excited for all of the fun and festivities that are taking place this year, only because there's so many wonderful things happening. And if you have yet to look at the lineup, well, then we'll talk about it in just a little bit. We're also going to do some cooking in the kitchen, introduce you to a wonderful chef who's going to help you make some Beyond Meat. That way, if you're someone like me who doesn't eat any red meat or pork products, well, then this is the perfect solution for you. As well as adventures in coaching, we've got Ski Town All-Stars coming in. We're going to introduce you to some of the furry athletes that happen to be at the GoPro Mountain Games, and then we're going to introduce you to the Eagle Valley Library District. Now, speaking of the Eagle Valley Library District, let's talk about some of the wonderful events and activities taking place today throughout our community. Now, the Eagle Valley Library District has their Summer Reading Kickoff Party, and if you have yet to participate in one of their summer reading programs, well, then it's great for everyone in the family. But the kickoff party taking place for the next couple of days. Now, you can make your way to Eagle, Gypsum, or the Avon Public Library. Yesterday was at the Gypsum Public Library, so unfortunately you can't make your way over there, but you can make your way to the Avon Public Library today to enjoy some beverage burros. Yeah, that's correct, burros. That way you can see these beautiful donkeys dressed up in their finest, and you can participate in all the fun. But then you can make your way to the Eagle Public Library tomorrow for a wonderful bluegrass band and just all of the fun that they have to offer over there. And when I say fun, I mean they know how to party over at the library, so make sure that you check that out. Now, something taking place at the Bookworm of Edwards later today is they've got a wonderful book club that's happening, and you're going to want to make your way over there, and especially if you are interested in a Women's Voices Book Club with Stephanie Clifford. Now, this is taking place at 5:15 later today. Now, for these, it is really good that you call ahead before just showing up, and especially if you're someone who maybe needs to get your hands on the book still. Just stopping by the Bookworm of Edwards is a great way to do so, and it's one of my favorite places to go, and especially if you want some delicious breakfast first thing this morning, so make sure you check that out. Now, the Alpine Arts Center has a wonderful thing taking place later tonight, and this is a fun activity that they do pretty regularly. Now, normally we talk about cocktails and canvas. Well, this one is called Sip and String. So if you're looking for a new art form to practice and a new way to get out there and meet people, well, then always check out the Alpine Arts Center. And and all of their wonderful activities. You're going to do some mountain string art, and you can see this wonderful example up on the screen right now. Now this is happening from 6:30 to 9:30. It is $49 to register, and you can just go to their website to register online. Now, if you're feeling crafty and you want to continue with your crafts, well then you should check out Maker and Stitch every Wednesday from here on out throughout the rest of the summer at 1 to 3 o'clock. Like I said, on Wednesdays, you can do crochet and coffee, and there's no better way to get your hands moving than to learn how to do one of these fun activities like crochet. So you can go to their website for more information, and then that way you can partake in all of the fun. You can go online to register in advance. You can go into the store and talk to them in person about all of the fun activities that they do and the creative ways that you can start to express yourself. Whether you like to paint, that way you can check out Alpine Art Center, or if you like to use your hands in a little bit different of a fashion and maybe do some crocheting, well then definitely check out Maker and Stitch. Now, a great way to learn what's happening in Vail throughout the course of the weekend is to go to discovervail.com, as they have the full lineup of activities. Now, GoPro Mountain Games kicks off starting tomorrow, and there's a lot happening. So we've got some music taking place at the Ford Amphitheater, the GoPro Mountain Games coming to town and really being the official kickoff to our wonderful summer season. But then we've got so many other things that just start to trail right behind the GoPro Mountain Games. So there's going to be the Mountain Bike Town series. We're going to have more Vail comedy shows. Then we've got some of my favorite and well-loved activities happening. King of the Mountains Volleyball Open is taking place, Vail Arts Festival, Vail and Beaver Creek Classic, and then the tried and true farmers market that comes every summer and has such wonderful produce and such wonderful things for you to check out, and especially because it supports so many local vendors and so many local artisans that it's just a great way to get out there, learn, buy, and enjoy what Vail has to offer. So make sure that you check that out. Now, we were talking about rain in the forecast for today, so let's take a look at that local weather forecast, as we are expecting those temperatures to slowly increase throughout the course of today. 53 degrees around 8 a.m. 64 degrees is the high. 70% chance of precipitation. Scattered thunderstorms are likely. So if you are making your way out there to do anything, just keep that in mind as you are approaching being outside, and especially as we are going to expect to see that later into the afternoon. Winds coming out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, partly cloudy skies kicking us off first thing this morning, and then those scattered storms increasing throughout the course of today. Rain showers possible into the evening. So if you are someone who likes to get out, maybe do some afternoon mountain biking, hiking, dog walking, whatever it is, just be cautious of this. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, this nice little low pressure system sitting above the entire I-70 corridor. 77 degrees in Denver with a 60% chance of precipitation. 64 in Vail with a 70% chance of moisture. 66 in Avon with a 70% chance of precipitation, 70 in Eagle with a 70% chance of moisture, meaning that if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, we are expecting to see quite a bit of precipitation. Give yourself that extra travel time because we do see some standing water along that corridor, and we just want everyone to be nice and safe out there. 43 degrees is our overnight low, 60% chance of rainfall. Cloudy with the occasional rainfall throughout the course of this evening, but we are going to see that sunset even later today. 8:32 p.m. is when that sun is going to go down. Winds light and variable throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, decreased chances of precipitation tomorrow, 20% chance of moisture, high of 68, partly cloudy skies. Continuing into Friday with those partly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping down into the mid-60s with a 20% chance of precipitation. Now, if you are looking to get out there throughout the course of this weekend, just be prepared with that rain jacket with you. Afternoon thunderstorms are likely on Saturday, 40% chance of moisture, 66 degrees is the high, 67 on Sunday with a 50% chance of precipitation. That's going to continue into Monday, and we will see those temperatures drop down into the low 60s by Monday. So if you are getting out there to do anything this weekend, just be prepared for those cooler temperatures. Now, this time last year, we saw those temperatures just a little bit warmer and some more sunshine. So bring your sunscreen with you as you're getting out there first thing in the morning, and then be prepared for those afternoon thunderstorms. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/co.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Liz had the chance to sit down and interview a wonderful chef and chat with him about some great ways that you can switch to a plant-based diet. And especially if you're someone who loves those delicious breakfast sausages or those spicy meats. And so he's going to teach us how to make some Beyond Chorizo. That way you can continue to enjoy your breakfast just as they are, but they're going to be plant-based, healthy, and it's a great way to just substitute that meat for something a little different. So let's introduce you to the Beyond Butcher right now.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Liz. We have a very special guest. If you're hungry, you're going to really enjoy this segment. I have Danny O'Malley. Now, he is the founder and president of a company called Before the Butcher. And what that means is sustainable, beautiful food that is all vegetarian. Is that correct, Danny?
You are correct. It's actually vegan, so it does make it vegetarian as well.
So vegan, that means just nothing with eyes, nothing like that. And you are literally going to show us something, how to make, and it's all protein-based plants.
That's correct. Exactly right. So we have our uncut ground chorizo, which is the base of the dip that we're going to make.
I hear your dog barking.
Oh, yes.
Want some.
He's our official taste tester. You can check him out. Right.
Oh, my God, my little heart. Look at that sweet.
Yeah. So he's the official taste tester. So, the thing I love, Liz, about this recipe is it is so simple. and it's so easy to put it together. And things that you can find either already in your refrigerator, or you can just jump out to the local store and pick it up. You can pick up a plant-based chorizo in most of your local grocery markets. This is the uncut brand that my company makes. But we also have cheese. We're using a vegan cheese here, but you obviously can use a regular cheese if you want to make it vegetarian. And this is evaporated milk. It's coconut milk, so that's vegan as well. We have chopped tomatoes, and we have diced green chilies here. And then we just add a little bit of green onions on top of it all. And I'm going to walk you through it. It is so easy. It's a lot of fun. It's actually great for the family to do together. And then afterwards, you have this delicious chorizo dip. Over here, we've already got the chorizo cooking, right? And then we make it real simple, right? You're going to take those tomatoes that we showed you. We're just going to dump those in.
Okay.
And then we're going to take the green chilies, and we're going to dump those in.
Yummy.
Right? Yeah, so it's going to have a little bit of a spice. The chorizo already has some spice to it. The chili, obviously, depending on the chilies that you pick up, you can pick up spicy ones or mild ones. So it'll have a little bit of a spice here. And I'm just mixing all of these up while the pan is still hot. You can see some of the steam coming off that.
And that's a great way for it to cook fully through, correct? When the pan is already all heated all the way through the entire amount of the pan, it's a better way to get the full cooking experience, correct?
That's exactly right, because you're adding ingredients that are usually room temperature or already cold.
Right.
And then you're adding it to a hot pan with hot ingredients in there already. So you can see that already mixed up, and I tell you, this is really healthy. It's also gluten-free.
I can't believe, number one, it's vegan. Number two, it's gluten-free. Number three, there's zero meat in there, and yet you can come up with the flavor and deliciousness of chorizo and cheese and a full dip. What did you just put in there? The milk?
That is the evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk.
So that's going to give it kind of a creamy richness to it, smooth it out real nicely. We're going to mix this up real nice as well.
Okay, I want to go swimming in that right now. It looks so good.
Well, the beauty of this is, I do let it simmer for a little while. We're not going to do that today. We don't have all the time to do that. But you could literally put this together in a matter of minutes and dig right in for the big game. And we know what the big game is coming up, right?
We do, and this is a great idea for all the pregame parties, but not only for sports and adventures. You can literally have a nice Sunday afternoon with a bunch of friends gathering together or your family and make this dip, and everybody will just sit around with, well, we have to use gluten-free, maybe chips or maybe some vegetables that you can put inside. Like you can do celery dips and carrots and broccoli and all that good stuff. Look at that. It's thickening up with that cheese.
Yeah, I added cheese to this. This is a vegan mix here, a little jack and cheddar. And now I added about 75-80% of the cheese because I like to sprinkle a little bit on top at the end. I just love that little bit of cheese on top, even though it's mixed in there and it's already cheese. Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I love it.
That
looks amazing.
I got to tell you, Liz, you're hardly going to believe it, but we are done. That's it.
That's it?
Yes.
Can I have some,
please? It is that simple. You sure can. So I'm going to sprinkle that cheese on top that I love. So, oh man, I grew up in Wisconsin, live in California, so I am a cheese guy. I love cheese. Yes. And then some green onions.
Oh, those are one of my favorite
chop those
things.
up finer. Yeah.
I love those. That looks incredible. I want it now. Can I reach in?
Well, I'm gonna show you the best part. At least I've got some corn chips. I love corn chips, and of course, corn chips are gluten free as well.
Right.
Vegan.
Yes.
So here's the best part, Liz. I'm going to send this to you in the mail.
Oh my God! Virtually, I'm so jealous. Oh, it looks so good.
It's so good.
Really, I can literally taste it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. The other beauty of this is, like anything else that you cook like this, especially a dip like this, we can't eat all this in a day, right? Unless I have a big party over for the big game. But you can definitely put this in a refrigerator and heat it up a day later, 2 days later. It's even better. It is so good.
Is it microwavable?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You can put this baby right, as long as you have a microwavable dish, right? Put it right in the microwave, heat it up, and it's great.
No metal pans, please. But I have to say, let me ask you a question. So the chorizo is vegan. How do they go about that? I know this is a product of yours within your company, Before the Butcher. How do they go about making something like this that, oh, look at that baby. Sorry. What a cute dog. That's a King Charles Cavalier?
It is. This is Rupert, and he's my official taste tester for just about everything I do.
Rupert, how is the cheese dip? Yeah, I thought so. Yummy. So the chorizo, how do you make it? It's all through plants and vegetables?
It is. We use a non-GMO soybean as the base of it all, and then we have a proprietary mixed blend of spices, all natural blend of spices. It's all plant-based. It's also gluten-free and non-GMO. It's really fantastic product. The key really to that is, I'm going to let you down, buddy.
Oh.
There he goes. The key there is really the texture. It has an amazing bite and chew and texture that would remind you of regular animal-based proteins like a regular chorizo you might eat, a ground. And the flavor is excellent. When you mix it up like we did right here, put it in a dip like this, you just don't know the difference. It is so fantastic, and it's cholesterol-free as well, which is really important.
Especially today with all of our health and everything that we really want to take care of. And, there's so many people out there that don't want to deal with any animal or vegetable, like the fats and all of that stuff. So you have your alternatives. And this is just this is only one recipe that you have showed us today. Now, is there a way that people can go online and see lots of other recipes?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can go to beforethebutcher.com or btbfoods.com, and we have this recipe amongst a whole bunch of other fantastic recipes that you can make up yourself at home. And if you're interested in the products that we make specifically, you can just go to beforethebutcher.com and we'll send it to you. Make it real easy.
I think that's an amazing idea. I have to say, Danny, I'm really hungry now that I'm sitting here watching you make that amazing dip. It looks really, really good. And for the fact that it has the texture and the flavor and all the spices and everything you need to enjoy anything that would be animal-based without the animal, it's right there in my book. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful experience. I can't thank you enough, Danny O'Malley. How long have you had Before the Butcher as a company?
I started Before the Butcher in 2017, in September 2017, so we're going on almost 6 years now. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be around for a long time, and we're every day we're looking at new products. We just finished making a pepperoni, a sliced pepperoni, that would absolutely knock your socks off. It is so good. It looks fantastic. Bite, chew, texture, and taste is just amazing.
Okay, I'm going online, beforethebutcher.com. Danny, I can't thank you enough for being part of our program and showing us this incredible recipe and so many more great things. We can stay healthy, we can stay vibrant, we can be alive for a lot longer if we just choose to eat properly. And Before the Butcher is the way to go. Danny O'Malley, thank you very much for being part of our program today.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate the time.
All right, cryovac that and send it on over, everybody. We're going to really enjoy that. And thanks again to Danny from Before the Butcher right here on our very special program. We'll be back with more show right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs. And we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now. And they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s. And we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine-made indoor-outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
We're going to continue cooking delicious food because I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get hungry first thing this morning. That cheese dip looks fantastic, and now we're going to step into the kitchen with our very own Tracy Miller from Colorful Cooking, which is a great program that you can catch here on TV8, where you can see her make delicious, healthy, and easy meals. That way you can be inspired to eat better. Now, she's going to make some delicious salmon sandwiches, so let's check in with Tracy Miller in the kitchen.
We've got a great menu today. Actually, this is going to be kind of a summertime menu. We are going to make a salmon sandwich with avocado and a potato salad. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is start cooking the salmon, because we're going to cook it. You can serve the salmon sandwich warm if you want to, or you can package it up and serve it at room temperature or cool as well. So what we're going to do now is just start with cooking the salmon. I have a raw piece of salmon right here, and it's kind of a thick one too, so it's going to take a little while to cook. I'm going to put it in a frying pan. I've got the heat over a medium heat. I'm going to crank that up a little bit, because if you remember some of the past classes, when we're putting something cold into our warm frying pan, it takes the temperature down. So you want to crank it up when you're first putting things in there. I'm going to use a little olive oil. You use whatever oil you like the best. We'll put that on the bottom, and then we are going to generously coat our salmon with salt and pepper. So that means you're really going to get every part of the salmon. This salmon has skin. Most of it does. So I'll show you how to remove that skin in an easy way as we cook it. We are going to put it meat side down in the pan. I'm going to just make sure that pan is kind of hot, because of course we want that pan to be warm and get that sizzle whenever we put the meat in there. So here we go. Ooh, a little bit of a sizzle. I can crank it up just a tiny bit. So we're going to do skin side up. We will flip the salmon, and then once it cooks, the skin will easily peel right off. A lot of people like the skin, but it's a little more high in fat. You can crisp it up if you want to add it to the sandwich. I'm not going to teach you how to do that, because this is a healthy cooking class, and the skin of things, animals, aren't always that healthy. So we have generously doused it with salt and pepper. We've got it in our pan, skin side up. It's maybe about an inch thick, so it is going to take a little bit of time to cook. I can hear it sizzling right now. I'm going to want to get a nice sear on the outside, and then I'm going to flip it over, and we will continue to cook it until it's done. Meanwhile, let's make some potato salad. So you got the little baby potatoes in your package today. I have already boiled those. So when you're boiling potatoes, you put them in water, not ice cold water, but you don't drop them into boiling water. Whenever you're boiling potatoes, you start the potatoes in not cold, but not warm water. So just kind of room temperature water. You put the potatoes in there, and then it all comes to a boil on its own. So it really kind of is a gradual process. It takes about 15 minutes to boil those potatoes. I have boiled them, I've strained the water out of them, and I put them in a bowl in the refrigerator so they can cool down for our potato salad. So let me just grab those. They should be nice and cool, which will be nice for us when we're cutting them, because potatoes, hot potatoes, are so hard to cut. The avocado and the tomato are for our salmon sandwich, so I'm just going to move those right down there. We have these nice potatoes. It doesn't matter if you have red or white or yellow potatoes. The potato salad kind of, it'll work with anything. You know, if you want to make mashed potatoes or something like that, you want more of a russet potato. But with a potato salad, you can really use these or those little golden Yukon potatoes. Those are really nice. I like to cut my potatoes in little coin sizes for my potato salad. So we're just going to kind of easily cut them. Try to make sure that you're not cutting away the skin. The skin is where you get a lot of nutrients in most of your veggies. So we don't want to peel them. We just want to make sure they cut nicely with the potato piece so that you get a nice bite when you're enjoying your potato salad. Those already look beautiful. A nice sharp knife. Cut them pretty evenly. Here we go. Keep on cutting them. This is a job you could give to one of your kids. But again, this could be a dangerous job, folks, because the potato is rolly, and we've talked about that many times. This one you can hold, and when you're cutting, you like to hold your fingers kind of tucked in like that so that you can hold on to whatever you're cutting, but you're not going to cut like your tip of your fingernail off or something. So a good trick whenever you're cutting anything is just to curve your fingers in just a little bit like that. If you see any pieces that you don't like, just discard them. You don't want them in your salad. Quality control is really important. Alrighty. These are looking good. I can hear the salmon starting to sear up a little bit. You can always cook the salmon in the oven as well. Whenever you're cooking fish in the oven, you want to cook it at a high temperature, like 400 degrees, and then cook it for about 15 minutes or so, check it, and then pull it out, because it's going to continue cooking after you pull it out. Everything continues to cook after you take it off the heat. A piece of salmon that doesn't have a bone in it or anything, it's only going to continue to cook for a couple of minutes. But you know, if you pull off like a pork chop from the grill that has a bone in it, that's going to continue to cook for 5-7 minutes or so. And if you had a big like filet mignon, tenderloin or something like that, that does cook for another, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. So remember that if you want to get your temperature perfectly right. Okay, this looks like it's time to flip over the salmon. How do we know? Because we can wiggle it around and it's not sticking to anything. So when it doesn't stick, that means it's time to flip over. Ooh, and that looks good. We have a nice sear on the salmon, but I do want you to see this side right there. You see how raw that is right there? That means that's a big fat piece and it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the temperature down to low, and we're just going to kind of chill with that cooking, because we don't want to overcook the salmon, but we certainly don't want it too undercooked either. So we seared up one side. Now it's skin side down, and it's on a lower temperature. So we're going to just let that cook slowly. And we'll go back to our potato salad. Now we have all of our potatoes cut nicely. And what we're going to do is make a dressing for the potato salad. I'm doing a creamy dressing for the salad. So again, we're going to use a mayonnaise and a sour cream split. And remember why we did that? It's just really nice to add those two flavors together, and it kind of helps so that the mayonnaise isn't too mayonnaise-y, if that's a technical term in the kitchen. So we're going to do equal parts of mayonnaise and sour cream. And we don't want too much. We don't want this to be an overly creamy dish, but we do want to give it a little bit of body. So we're going to put that right in there. I'm going to toss, and of course, like sour cream and potatoes, I mean, really, that's such a great combination. So we're just going to toss our potatoes in there now with a little bit of dressing. So if you like it more creamy and you want a little more dressing, by all means, you're the chef here. We are going to generously put some salt and pepper, and this has some celery seed in it, so some salt and pepper and celery seed onto our potatoes. and then we're just going to stir them around. So again, it's a creamy sauce, but we're not going to overdo it too much. You could really stop here if you've got like plain Jane eaters around, or you could add some more goodies. And that's what we're going to do right now. I feel like we need something fun in this salad. So I've decided to bring in some pepperoncinis and some mustard. Mustard is always really nice in these kind of salads with the mayonnaise mixture. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a bite. So we'll add a little bit of mustard. I can smell the mustard. I can smell the heat from it. So we're looking at having just a little bit of spice here in our salad. So we're going to take a couple pepperoncinis. I'm going to do 3 of them, 3 big ones, because they're all different sizes. And we're just going to slice those, again, in little rings. I want to get a little bit of a bite to them, so I'm going to keep them intact in those rings. And that's kind of like what we did when we cut up the potatoes. So once again, going back to when you're making something or when you're cooking something, you kind of want things the same size. Just like in the salads, when we cut up the cucumbers and the carrots and things like that, we want them all just about the same size. Let's make sure we separate these. And this has a nice vinegary taste as well, so that's going to add a good flavor. If you don't like a pepperoncini, just adding a little bit of white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar to this will kind of give you that acidic taste that you need. All right, so we've got it all stirred up. Really easy, simple. When your ingredients are this fresh, you know, when it's summertime and everything tastes so good, you really don't need to mix a lot of things in it. When I was first creating recipes, I would notice every time I was really messing up on a recipe, I'd be like, oh, add another thing to it, add another thing to it. And now all of a sudden there were like 18 things in my dish and you couldn't really identify any nice flavors. And that's just because I was just trying to, like, you know, put a Band-Aid on something that didn't really need it. So if you have fresh, good ingredients, just go and highlight those ingredients. These potatoes are fresh. It's the season for them. The pepperoncinis are going to give it a little bit of a bite and a lot of acidic flavor, and that's going to be really, really nice. So we're going to pop this back into the refrigerator so it gets nice and cold. We're going to take a quick break and let our salmon finish cooking. It's starting to get nice and cooked up. I think it needs about 5 more minutes because you see, we don't want to overcook it. I don't want it all the way browned, but I do want that pink to be just a little bit less, kind of just a stripe down the middle. So we'll give that salmon 5 more minutes. We'll take a quick break. We'll cool off the potato salad. We'll learn about why this is so healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. 53 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 64, 70% chance of precipitation. Scattered thunderstorms throughout the course of today, winds coming out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, partly cloudy skies starting us off first thing this morning. We'll see that cloud coverage increase, bringing us those possible thunderstorms and precipitation throughout the course of this afternoon. And then later into the evening, we will expect to see some rain showers. If you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, give yourself some extra travel time, as we are expecting to see all of that precipitation make its way throughout that I-70 corridor, spanning down to Denver. 77 degrees, 60% chance of moisture in the Front Range, 64 in Vail with a 70% chance of precipitation, 66 in Avon with a 70% chance of moisture, 70 in Eagle with a 70% chance of precipitation. Now you just want to watch out for those little patches of standing water that we will see along that corridor. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 43 degrees is our overnight low, 60% chance of rainfall continuing. Cloudy skies with the occasional rain showers. That sun setting even later though. 8:32 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Winds light and variable throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, decreased chances of precipitation tomorrow. 20% chance of moisture, high of 68, 66 on Friday with a 20% chance of precipitation. As we make our way into the weekend, we will see that precipitation number slowly start to increase. 40% chance of moisture on Saturday, 50% chance on Sunday, and then continuing into Monday with a 50% chance of precipitation. Now, if you need a rain jacket before you head over to the GoPro Mountain Games, well, then we highly recommend that you go see our friends at Sun and Ski Sports and get your hands on a brand new rain jacket. That way you're nice and equipped for whatever comes our way throughout the course of this weekend. Now, speaking of the GoPro Mountain Games, we had the opportunity to sit down and chat with a wonderful athlete who is an international kayaker, so let's introduce you to him right now. We're back here at the GoPro Mountain Games, and the kayaking events are popping off behind us. Now, we've got an international kayaker joining me right now, Valentin Gutierrez. Valentin, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me.
No, thank you. Thank you to you. It's a pleasure. I love the GoPro Mountain Games. The environment here, it's amazing. And yeah, stoked to be here.
We're stoked to have you here, and you've traveled quite the distance to be here.
Yeah, I took some planes for sure. It's been quite a journey, but yeah, it's always a pleasure for me to come here. The people, the rivers, I love it. I just love it.
And is it hard to travel with all of that very big equipment, or do you ship it?
Oh, it's so hard. It's insanely hard. Luckily, I have the support of Jackson Kayak, that they gave me the kayaks here in the U.S. Also from Kokatag, they also are a brand from here, from the U.S., and they provide me the gear. But whenever I have to travel overseas, it's a really, it's like a big ordeal to put all your stuff, like your kayak. Sometimes you travel alone, sometimes airplanes don't take your kayak, so yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that you got to travel with, and then of course, not only the kayak, but then the wetsuit and all the gear that you need, your paddles. It's a lot of gear to be traveling with.
Oh yeah, people look at me in the airport. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you taking this baggage? Like,
they're like, you're crazy. That's
yeah.
a lot of luggage to be traveling with.
Yeah, people say like, I thought I have a big luggage. And then I look at you and I'm like, okay, you know?
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty mellow. And so competing both internationally and now competing right here in our backyard at the GoPro Mountain Games, how do you feel?
I really like it here. Last year we got, like I came here last year as well. And unfortunately the waters there were not, due to the water levels, it was not possible to do the Homestay Creek race. And this year the snow, like the meltdown of the snow helped us. So yeah, I was very stoked to have the chance to race in that course. It was very technical. It was hard. The competition was very high, at a high level. But yeah, I'm very happy with the outcome of the two races I've raced so far. So yeah.
I mean, the race at Steep Creek was so intense, and the water levels, because they're so high, it makes those rapids so much bigger and so much scarier. And the competition, you're right, was fierce out there. They were athletes going absolutely insane. There were people disqualifying in that race, is not even finishing the race fully, just because that water was not a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no. Also, the altitude, it's something to consider here. You are about 2,000 meters. And when you are out there giving all you have, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of sketchy or dangerous because you can't breathe and you can flip, you know, like you can miss your line. But yeah, I think it's a good challenge for us to race here.
And so what is your favorite part about coming to Vail? Obviously, you're competing in the GoPro Mountain Games, which is a big part of it. But when you come to Vail, is there anything that you just look forward to doing?
Yeah, I look forward, like I have many friends here. As I say, the people from Colorado are very charming. And I just love it, like the environment, the love for the outdoors that the love for the outdoors that there is here, it's amazing. You talk with someone and they are bad climbers, rock climbers, like whatever they do, they are really good. And I just love to be in the mountains, and this is like paradise for me.
It is paradise. So would you rather compete here or would you rather compete in Argentina? Tough question.
Yeah. I mean, every place has its own unique thing that makes it so special. I would say here, like this place has a very special place in my heart for sure. Yeah.
And then you've got the next generation of kayakers right
guys. Here.
Let's bring them on. And so these are your cousins?
These are my cousins, and these guys rock in mountain bike. They're gonna be bad. Yeah.
Well, Valentin, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Good luck in any competitions that you have coming up. We can't wait to see how your season progresses. And if people want to follow you on social media, how can they do so?
Thank you so much. So my Instagram account is VVALE lowercase GUTIERREZC Vale Gutierrez.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and good luck in your upcoming competitions. Make sure that you stop by the GoPro Mountain Games, or you have a chance to follow him on social media. That way you can see all the adventures that Valentin and his adorable next generation cousins are up to. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're going to make our way back into the kitchen with Tracy Miller from Colorful Cooking, which is a show that you can catch here at noon every Monday through Friday. That way you can get inspired to make some delicious meals at home. Now she's going to finish up creating these incredible sandwiches, so let's take a look.
Salmon has just been cooking slowly, so what I'm going to do is pull it off of the pan and let it rest for a minute. And then what's going to happen is that skin is going to come off really, really easily, and then we'll slice it or we'll shred it for the sandwiches. So our sandwiches are going to have salmon, lettuce, avocado, tomato, and sriracha mayo. I thought we had needed to kick it into high gear a little bit. I guess I've been craving spicy or something because we have the pepperoncinis in the pot in the potato salad, and then we have some sriracha mayo. Of course, you can make this mayo on your own if you prefer to do that. I usually do, but I've found that I've been using it for so many different ingredients and different dishes that it's just easy to buy it like this and easy to carry it around if you're doing picnics or anything like that. It just gives you that spice that you're looking for. All right, let's move on to avocados. So avocados became such a trendy ingredient in the last year that like some of the bigwig chefs in New York and stuff like that, they're not even using avocados anymore. They're like, ooh, avocado, that was so yesterday. Me, I love an avocado. However, they've gotten really expensive, and if you can find one for a good price, definitely buy it. But that's one of those things that you don't want to waste it. If you're paying $2.50 for this little avocado, you don't want to waste it. When you're picking out an avocado, you want it to have a little bit of give. Not a lot, because that means it's going to be bruised and brown inside, but you want it to have a little tiny bit of give there. You can kind of mush it a little bit. And then if the stem right there kind of pops off easy like that, that means that it's totally ripe. And make sure you get rid of that stem because nobody wants to chew that in their salmon sandwich. Okay, here is how you cut an avocado and peel it. This is the easiest way. This is the way you're going to get the most nutrients out of your avocado as well. You just take it. This is like what we did with the peach, or we tried to do with the peach, but it was underripe. But this is what you do. Peaches are stone fruits, and they have that pit right in the middle like an avocado. You cut it around, and then you turn it like that, and then you have your beautiful avocado. And this is a good one, for sure. That looks really, really good. I'm not wasting any bit of that. And then you cut it in half, and then you peel it like a banana. Ready? Look at that. A lot of the nutrients in many different fruits and vegetables are as close to the skin as possible. So you don't want to waste it. So this is absolutely the easiest way, in my opinion, to get the beauty of the avocado and all the meat that you have in there. So then we're going to slice it. A serving size should probably be about 1/4 of an avocado. So that's what we're going to stick with when we make this sandwich. So slice that nice and thin. Fan it out a little because we are going to put a little salt and pepper on it. Fruits and veggies, I really think need some salt and pepper. Even fruit, actually, sometimes just needs a little bit. You know, and you also want to flavor as you go when you're building sandwiches and different things. You can choose whatever kind of bread you want for this sandwich. A brioche roll would be really nice. I love these little 4-inch steak rolls that I get from Walmart, actually. They hold up really nicely. They're not dried out, and they're just kind of a perfect size, in my opinion, for a sandwich. Now, like I was saying, your avocado serving size is about 1/4. So we're going to put like 3 or 4 slices right there on the bottom. Let's see. Get that right down there and kind of smush it in a little, so that it becomes like a spread. You could mash it and then put it in mashed if you wanted to, but this is kind of nice too. And when I'm catering and I have people helping me make sandwiches, because I make so many sandwiches sometimes, Every bite counts, folks. Don't just put one piece of avocado and then your first bite's gonna have no avocado. Every bite counts. So here we go. We have that. I'm gonna make this other one too. We're just gonna get some nice pieces of avocado in there. You wanna make sure everything's balanced too. So I said that it was like, you know, four slices for a serving size, but if that doesn't really fit into your sandwich, then just use 3 slices. Like you decide what you like and what you want. All right, so we've got that. We're gonna put a couple tomato slices too. So I have these nice Romas. Slice them thin. Tomatoes have a lot of juice in them, so this is gonna make the sandwich a little bit juicier. So if you're taking this sandwich on a picnic or you're not gonna eat it right away, you may wanna add the tomatoes a little bit later. Again, we're gonna season those because we're seasoning everything as it goes. So we season those, put a couple tomatoes right on there. Already this is looking so pretty. You could even do like a bacon BLT with avocado if you wanted to right there. We'll put those aside because we will eat those later. All right, let's see what, I'm gonna put a glove on actually because I don't want my hands to smell like salmon later. No matter how hard you wash things, sometimes that fishy smell just sticks around. Okay, so let's flip it over. See how that skin, see? That skin is just gonna come right off. So don't even worry about cutting the skin off when it's raw because it's nearly impossible, I'm gonna tell you. It's a very hard task to do and it just kind of comes off and it serves as like a nice little barrier for the salmon. Okay, so let's just cut right into the middle of the salmon. See how it looks. Ooh, that looks cooked really, really nicely to me. A lot of people like their salmon cooked a little bit more. If you do, pop it right back in there and cook it to however you like it. So now we're gonna cut our salmon. This is not always the easiest job because it wants to flake off. We can flake it a little. I guess, you know, do what your salmon wants. So it wants to be flaked a little. So we're gonna put that salmon right there on top. That looks delicious. This one too. Just gonna wiggle it around a little. We'll put that big piece right there on top. Okay. It smells really, really good. And now here's our secret ingredient, the sriracha mayo. This is gonna be nice. Mayonnaise, avocado, orange is really nice with salmon as well. So let me get that. I'm gonna coat it nicely too, especially if you like a kick. Definitely give it some space, give it a little attitude. Let it be kind of the star of the show with that salmon. Put a couple pieces of lettuce on top of there. And there you go. You have your delicious salmon sub. With so many good veggies. I'm gonna pair it right here with the potato salad. And you have yourself like a really, really nice summertime lunch or dinner. And again, wrap that up, put it in some saran wrap, and you have yourself a nice picnic dinner if you want it. So there you go. We have potato salad, which you can use with anything. It would go good with a steak or anything like that. And then we have our salmon sandwiches. Salmon and avocado, really giving you all those healthy omegas and fats and everything else you could ask for. So you can have a beautiful dinner. I mean, pair it with a nice glass of wine, do it with a glass of ice water, you will enjoy it. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tracy Miller. Good luck eating healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail. And you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to TV8's Good Morning Vail, and welcome to hour number 2. Now, we've got a great second hour in store for you. Not only are we going to be doing some fun things here in the studio, we're going to introduce you to Chris Pavona from Ski Town All-Stars. We're going to talk to the Eagle Valley Library District, but we're also going to introduce you to one of the very cute, furry athletes that was competing at last year's GoPro Mountain Games for the Dock Dogs. So let's talk a little bit about the GoPro Mountain Games. As you're making your way out there throughout the course of this weekend, you can go to summer.mountaingames.com for some more information at what's happening at this year's Mountain Games. Now, we're 23 hours away from the official kickoff of the Mountain Games, and you can go to their schedule to see the full lineup, because there's something happening throughout all of Vail, whether you want to be in Golden Peak, whether you want to be in Main Vail, whether you want to be over in Lion's Head. There's something at each and every place, and you can find the map online as well, and then the full lineup of events and activities to participate in. Now, my favorite activity is the Dock Dogs. My dog, however, will not participate in the Dock Dogs, as she is not a very good swimmer, but it's a great way to get out there and just see all of the fun that the dogs get to have. Now, you can see what we've got up on the screen right now is all of the events and activities, and this way you can kind of map it out. Now, something we do want to mention that you can see up on the screen right now is the Eagle County Animal Services Dog Adoption. There are going to be people walking around with dogs that have these signs on them that say, "Adopt me." Now, these are coming from the Eagle County Animal Shelter, where if you adopt your dog at the GoPro Mountain Games, well, then that dog's going to be fully styled out, and you're going to help rescue a pup. So make sure that you check that out. Now, we've got a lot of wonderful things taking place throughout the course of today as well. So let's quickly talk about some of them. Over at the Eagle Valley Library District, we're doing the kickoff to the Summer Reading Party. Now, if you are looking for something to do throughout the course of the summer to help motivate you to continue to read, well, then this is the perfect way to start doing just that. Now, today at the Avon Public Library, starting at 12 p.m., you can go hang out and get groovy with some live Donkeys Crafts games and a picnic for all ages, so make sure that you check that out. And you join their summer reading program, because it is a ton of fun and it's a great way to help motivate yourself to maybe read outside of your comfort zone. Now, the Bookworm of Edwards has another great activity taking place tonight. It's going to kick off at 5:15. Bookworm Women's Voices Book Club with Stephanie Clifford is taking place, and so you can go to their website for some more information. You can also stop by the wonderful storefront of the Bookworm of Edwards, and that way you can register in person and you can get some more information. Now, if you're in Edwards, you can make your way over to the Alpine Art Center for Sip and String Art, and this is a great way to just kind of do one of those crafts that you don't see very often, and so you can see the string art up on the screen that you will be participating in all of the fun for. You can go online online to register. It's going to kick off at 6:30 p.m. and it's going to go until 9:30 p.m. And this is a great way to make new friends. Maybe you have a girls' night out or a great date night, so make sure that you check out all of the fun that they have going on over there. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see increased chances of precipitation throughout the course, really, of the next 5 days. We will see it slightly decrease just a little bit. 53 degrees outside right about now, high of 64, 70% chance of rainfall throughout the course of today. Scattered thunderstorms are in our forecast, and we are expecting to see winds come out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles. So just a slight breeze. So if you are making your way out there, be prepared for those cooler temperatures, that precipitation, and that slight breeze throughout the course of today. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see our morning starting off partly cloudy skies, scattered early afternoon thunderstorms continuing into the later afternoon, and then that's going to continue into the evening with those rain showers. Now, if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, a nice low pressure system bringing a lot of precipitation along that I-70 corridor. 77 degrees in Denver with a 60% chance of precipitation, 64 in Vail with a 70% chance of moisture, 66 in Avon with a 70% chance of precipitation, 70 in Eagle with a 70% chance of moisture. So like I said, give yourself that extra travel time because we do see some standing water along that I-70 corridor. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 43 degrees is our overnight low. 60% chance of rain continuing. Now, those are going to be some occasional showers that are taking place. That sun setting later and later by the day. 8:32 p.m. is when we're going to see that go down. Winds are light and variable throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, slight chances of precipitation on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures mid to high 60s, and then we will start to see those temperatures cool down just a little bit by Monday. We are going to see those temperatures stay into the mid to high 60s throughout the course of the weekend, but increased chances of precipitation as we make our way into Saturday and Sunday. So if you are getting out there to do anything for the GoPro Mountain Games, just be prepared for that. Now, temperatures cooling down by Monday, 63 degrees, increased chance of moisture as you're making your way out there. We're about to take a short break, but when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch The Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, a segment that we do here, it's called Adventures in Coaching. And Kim Smith is here to join us and talk about all of these wonderful next steps that we could come across in our life. And today we're talking about the importance of change and what that can look like throughout not only your personal life, but through your career as well. Good morning, Kim.
Morning, Maddie. Thanks again for having me. It's great to be here.
We love having you here only because I feel like you give such great information for not only personal growth, but for professional growth as well. And so you've taken us through some very important steps already, from finding your purpose to making sure what you're doing for yourself and for your career has a meaning to you.
Yeah, exactly. We've gone through what it looks like to have a purpose and to define that, as well as trying to start aligning it with what you're doing in your life. And today's topic on change is going to be more focused on our careers.
And sometimes change can be scary. So let's talk about what those initial steps of change look like.
Yeah, sure. First of all, we have to identify if we want to make a change. And sometimes things like being really unhappy in your job, or maybe things just aren't feeling right, or maybe you've been in your job for a long time and you're saying like, maybe there's something else out there for me. Those can signify reasons for change, as well as, if you've been working on your purpose, that can really give you maybe a new direction to say like, hey, I really need to better align with my purpose now.
And why do so many people have a hard time making that change when they know it's going to better their lives and better their career path?
Yeah, it's a very normal thing to really kind of get stuck when we're wanting to make change, because let's face it, we all kind of get stuck in a rut and we get comfortable with what we're doing, and it's hard to maybe put ourselves out there and take a little bit more of a risk to better align with what we want to do or to achieve some new goal.
And there's a lot of things that you have to put into consideration, and especially if you're going to make such a large change, because humans, we're creatures of habit. We like to stick in that pattern that we start. And so when you stay with a job for a long time, you start that pattern, whether it's waking up early or it's staying up late. And then to completely switch that can be really scary for some people. So can you give us an example of this?
So I like to think of, and I'm talking a little bit more about bigger change right now, but the metaphor of maybe climbing a mountain, and I know a lot of people here in the Vail Valley can relate to this. You're at the base of a 14er and you're looking at the top, and it's like, it's this huge peak, and you're like, how can I make it up there? Am I strong enough? Maybe I don't have the fortitude that I need or the training that I need to get up there. And, it's really about, rather than focusing just at that top part of the mountain, breaking it into those baby steps. I mean, what do you do when you start to prepare for climbing a mountain? You make sure you have the right equipment, right? You have a map and a compass or a GPS, whatever it is you're using, and, food to fuel your journey. And without that, you can't even really begin to start thinking about it. So it's the same when you're trying to make change on a big goal, or, change your career or something that, you may have that goal. It's very important to have that end goal, but you also really need to break down the steps to get there so that you can start making those. And one of the things that might really hold you back is maybe fear of change and fear of success or even failure. There's a lot of fears that can come out as a result of that. So all things to think about.
Definitely all things to think about, and especially with the other segments that we've done with you where we've talked about really finding your purpose, because one of my favorite things to chat with you about is how you knew you loved helping people, and then you brought that to your career, and now you have a career that's not only self-fulfilling because you're pouring into your own cup as you're getting to help other people, but then you do get to do what you love and you're very successful at it.
Yeah, thanks for recognizing that. And, it wasn't an easy change for me at all. I had a long career in sales and marketing, and I was very comfortable in that. And I had, done, a lot of great things in my career. So it was really hard to say, hey, maybe there's something else out there for me. But I just couldn't ignore that, those small voices that kept saying there's something else, there's something else. And so when I finally did take that leap of faith, so to speak, I didn't just do it and start right away with what I'm doing today. I worked with a coach. I went through the steps. I identified 3 or 4 things that I thought I might really want to do and started eliminating those based on my values and other things that were important to me, where I finally landed on, being a full-time coach. And I just love it. It makes a lot of sense to me now. And, should I have done it earlier? Perhaps. But all of those experiences I had leading up to this point got me to where I am today. And they all inform and help me with what I'm doing, not only with my career, but when I'm helping others.
Now, as people are gearing up to make this change and they're starting to talk about the possibilities, what are the questions that they should be asking themselves when they do want to make a change?
Sure, and it's, there is a lot that goes into it, and a lot of times you're not clear exactly on what it is you want to do or how to do it. So I always go back to, does the change you're thinking about really align with your purpose? And if you haven't done that purpose work, go back and take a look at some of that. But does it align? And then second, what are the risks? Every change has some risks there. And, what does that involve for you? Even making a simple pros and cons list can help you get really clear on, should I do it or should I not? And then I always like to say, what are the benefits of making this change? What are you going to gain from it? And because generally you're making change because you want to, right? You see the benefits, but getting clear on what those are is important. But also, what are the costs of maybe not making the change? Like if you're hesitant, if I'm going to make the change or if I'm not going to make the change, what is it going to cost me emotionally, basically, maybe monetarily? But also, and then I finally say, run the numbers. Take a look at the finances. What is it going to cost you to make a change? And maybe it's a promotion where you're making more money. So that's kind of a no-brainer. But sometimes when we're thinking about making really different, changes where we want to go a different direction, it might mean looking at the numbers and looking at a different type of salary for a while. And, what is that going to look like for you?
Which I think these are all great things to sit down with yourself and really work through. The pros and cons list is one of my favorite things to do, and especially just for any life event that could make that significant change. Now, as people are starting to think about making this change, what are some of the steps that they should be taking to start the process? Yeah, so once you figure out that this is something that you really want to do, I say, take a look at that end goal and start building the steps to getting there. So you're saying, all right, the first step is this and the second step is that, and then build out the plans underneath each step, because it's a long, long way from getting that idea from here into to the chair over there, right? There's a gap there, right. And a lot of people think like, oh, I can just do that, but there are steps. And making sense of those steps and being clear on them, and even taking some of those baby steps just to see what you can start, like if you can start some momentum and generating some movement there. Now, you're a fantastic coach and you do this for a living. So why is it so important when people are making these changes that they come and seek advice from a coach like you? Yeah, I mean, certainly anybody can, do this on their own. But what I have found, and with people I work with, is that they get stuck, right? And they're having a hard time moving forward. And maybe it's, for a number of reasons, but a lot of it is like maybe we don't know exactly how to get there and they need some help and support to develop that plan. But also the other piece of it is we often get stuck because of our limiting beliefs and not believing that we can actually do what we're setting out to do. And so that's where a coach can really help you to identify not only the plan and build that out and hold you accountable to those steps, but find out what those limiting beliefs are. And as we're talking about this plan and building out these steps, what does the process of coming and working with you in this kind of moment in your life look like? We really start out with asking about do you know what your purpose is and what is the plan that you're thinking of? And then I go through an evaluation to take a look at, the pros and cons and what it might be that you're thinking about, and having you look at the finances. I can't tell you how many times I work with people and I say, well, what do you think you can earn doing this? Or what do you think it's going to look like if you decide to do that? And they're just really more going on their gut feeling, which is great, and I love that. But let's take a look and say, what is it going to cost? What does this change mean for you financially? Now, Kim, if people are interested in working with you to have you help them make these changes, what's the best way for them to get in contact?
So either go to my website, adventuresandcoaching.com, or email me directly at kim@adventuresandcoaching.com.
Kim, thank you so much for taking the time to
Thank
chat
you.
with us, giving us all this great information, and you never know how much this little piece could help someone make that life change that they need.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure that you check out Adventures in Coaching if you are looking to make one of these big changes and you're struggling to get from here to the chair, because that little push can definitely help you. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Good morning, Vail.
Oh, now it's wet.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We love having Chris Pavona from Ski Town All Stars here on the couch. Now he's cleaning his glasses with an alcohol wipe, because normally he does it with his shirt. Good morning, Chris.
Now it looks like it's raining in my glasses.
I don't know why you did that. I offered to go get you the actual glass cleaning kit.
We didn't have enough time.
I know, we were...
Time is of the essence here at TV8.
Time is of the essence.
Essence?
Essence? Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, now your glasses are all nice and squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean.
All right, let's talk about what's in front of us on the table, because this is a really cool collaboration that you're really excited about, and a lot of locals are really excited about.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're welcome. I was just waiting to give you that news until we sat down.
I didn't know that locals were excited.
I mean, as a local, personally, I'm excited.
Oh, okay, so there's one of one.
No, and the camera guy was excited, remember?
He was excited. Yeah, we're pretty stoked to have done a year-long partnership with the Vail Valley Foundation and be able to do merch for Birds of Prey, GoPro games, and then also we'll have some booths at the concerts as well this summer, as well. So that'll be cool as well.
That's a lot of as welling.
I was just going to say that. So this is just a selection of a few of the GoPro games hats we will be offering for sale. Starting, actually, load-in is literally this afternoon.
And where's your booth going to be so people can come and seek you out?
So we are going to be right along the main. I forget which one's the one that Pepe's is on, and Yama. That road. What's that road?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
We're right across from Pepe's, basically,
Okay,
like the
perfect.
restaurant
Okay.
with the big outdoor patio.
All right, so people can come, they can see you, and then they can get their hands on all of these great hats
Yep.
and all of these colorways. And are these the 3 primaries that you're making?
No, we got a bunch of them. We like color is key.
Color is key. Now, this is a new color, and I know that for a fact because I've seen it a bunch, and I love that colorway.
Yep, seafoam, salmon seafoam white. Boom.
It's perfect. It makes you feel like you're at the beach.
Exactly. So we've got a lot of hats, and we're also going to bring sweatshirts, as well as a bunch of our other positives and surf clubs and bikes, hats, and our mountain bike line. So we'll have a bunch of stuff there. And the cool thing is we make everything, so we'll have staff at the shop as well working because we're just really busy still. So basically, we can probably make you something real nice and custom and special. Might take a day, but if you ask nicely, we can do it.
They can do it, which is so cool because you also do large orders for companies as well. So if someone wants to partner with you guys as a shop that maybe wants to carry your product, that's something that you guys offer.
Yep, wholesale to retail shops with existing product lines, and then also custom stuff like we do for Alpine Kind and other shops like that. Full custom.
Full custom, which is so cool. I just actually stopped into Alpine Kind, got myself one of their nice new hats, and it's this one, but the bright yellow with the rainbow band on it.
It's pretty hot.
It's pretty cool. I'm feeling pretty Ski Town
Hot.
All-Stars out all the time.
All the time.
All the
Because we
time.
pay you.
Yeah, they do.
In
Cats
hats.
Cats out of the bag.
We
Ski
pay
Town
you
All-Stars
in hats.
actually pays me to brand ambassador their company in hats. And then my full family gets to be in Ski Town All-Stars hats.
There you go. It's a beautiful thing, Maddie. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. That's how we all work together as a team here in our wonderful community.
Absolutely.
Now let's talk a little bit more about what you guys have at Ski Town All-Stars right now, because you have a lot of custom stuff, but then you guys also have some incredible e-bikes.
We also have the new Visionator Pro goggles. I don't know if you saw yesterday.
No, I
Our
didn't.
video. Oh, Maddie, really?
I'm sorry.
Were you under a rock yesterday?
I've been living under
Because
a
it
rock.
almost broke the internet because I am the internet.
I know. Well, okay, so let's talk about it.
We don't have to. So we have e-bikes right now.
No, I want to hear about these.
You didn't see the video?
These Visionators.
You didn't see the video? Did you see the new Apple $3,400 goggles?
No.
Under a rock.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, it's not that cool of a story now that you don't know anything about either of the things that I've just spoken about in the
Well, then
last
you can explain
30
them.
seconds.
You can explain them to everyone.
I can't now. Apple has new glasses that are $3,400 for augmented reality, and we did our own take with skiing goggles, but with augmented reality skiing with different athletes.
Oh, cool.
It was, I know. That's why I'm on a rant about it right now for the last minute and a half.
I'm really sorry. That'll be my homework. I will go look at it as soon as we're done here.
Goodness, Maddie.
I know.
We always talk about social stuff.
I know.
You didn't do your homework.
I've just been really busy.
C-.
Okay, that's fine. The sun was out yesterday. Do you know what I did?
Sunbathed.
Yeah, watched it. I was like, this is so nice. We get to see you. Hi, friend. We've missed you.
Well, you are a meteorologist, so you should be able to tell when it's coming as well.
I'm not a meteorologist. Remember, according to you, I'm a weather reader.
Oh, yeah, you just read from the teleprompter.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got some lovely Super 73 e-bikes at the shop. It's a really fun brand out of California. We're fully stocked with a bunch of different models, and they're really fun. They're super fun. Maddie, you've tried one. They're super fast. They're super comfortable. I'm going to have one at the event, but I'm not supposed to technically show it to people, but it'll be there just kind of in the background. So if you want to check that out, it's the new Our Adventure, which has full suspension. Really cool. It's really cool graphics. I kind of decked mine out a little bit. Did some mods.
Some Ski Town All-Stars, Chris Bavona, custom mods.
Mods. It's all about the mods.
I mean, we frequently play a video here where you and I are riding around on the e-bikes, having a ton of fun, and you had some mods on that one. You had a basket and back for your dog.
Yep, Koa. It's Koa's little dog hauler. Call it a dog hauler.
It's a milk crate.
It's a milk crate.
It's adorable. And she's so cute. Now, if people are interested in anything that you guys have to offer right now, from the e-bikes to the hats to the hoodies to the mountain bike line, they can go online and shop. Or they can come see you in the store.
We are located in Eaglevale on the Green Mile right next to Pier 13 Liquors and Big O Tires. And that's where we are from 10-ish to 6-ish. But we will not be open this weekend because we will all be at GoPro games. We will be there Thursday and Friday, and today's Wednesday.
Okay.
And I just know the days in the week so well.
Yeah, you do. They all end in Y, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so people can come, they can see you at the mountain games, they can get their hands on some of these sweet products that you have in front of us. And then, of course, they can learn more about what you guys do. And if they don't follow you on social media and they don't see your videos from yesterday, then how can they find you?
At Ski Town All-Stars, Maddie.
Thanks, Chris, for coming in, spending so much time with me on the couch and giving us all this wonderful information.
Thanks for having me.
We love having you here. Now, everyone should go check out your new video.
Yeah, for sure. Visionator Pro, Ski Town All-Star goggles.
Okay, it's on my list of things to do.
Yeah.
Homework list.
Top of the list.
It's number 1.
Yep.
Gold star next to it, too.
Yep, A+.
Thanks. Went from a C- to an A+.
In seconds.
In seconds. Chris, again, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you check out Ski Town All-Stars and you get your hands on one of these incredible GoPro Mountain Games hats over the weekend, because these are wonderful hats and you're going to wear yours all summer long, and especially once we start to see that sunshine. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit. 53 degrees first thing this morning, high of 64 degrees, 70% chance of precipitation. Scattered thunderstorms taking place throughout the course of today. Winds coming out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, we're going to kick off our morning. Partly cloudy skies. We're going to see that cloud coverage increase, bringing us those scattered thunderstorms starting into the early afternoon, continuing into the later afternoon, and then bringing us rain showers as we approach this evening. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, we are expecting a nice little low pressure system bringing us precipitation along that entire corridor. 77 degrees in Denver with a 60% chance of moisture, 64 in Vail with a 70% chance of precipitation, 66 in Avon with a 70% chance of moisture, and then 70 in Eagle with a 70% chance of precipitation. So if you are driving either east or westbound, just give yourself some extra travel time since we do see some standing water on that roadway. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, 43 degrees is our overnight low, 60% chance of precipitation, cloudy with some occasional rain. Now, we are expecting to see that sunset past 8:30 tonight. So if you are getting out there, just be prepared for that precipitation and that later sunset. Now, winds light and variable throughout the course of this evening. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting decreased chances of precipitation tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, high of 68, 20% chance of moisture. Continuing into Friday with that 20% chance of precipitation. 66 degrees is the high on Friday, and that's going to continue into Saturday as well. Increased chances of precipitation on Saturday. 67 degrees on Sunday with a 50% chance of precipitation. That's going to continue into Monday as well. Temperatures dropping down into the low 60s. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping to get some new rain gear, well then go check them out, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now we're going to introduce you to a very cute four-legged friend who participated in some dock dogs last year at the GoPro Mountain Games. So let's introduce you to him right now. We're here at the 2022 GoPro Mountain Games right now, and we're at the Dock Dogs Big Air Competition. This is one of those events that people love to come and enjoy, and especially as the crowd turnout for it is so nice. You can hear the crowd behind me throwing the excitement for the dogs that are jumping into the water. They're absolutely insane athletes. Now let's take a look at some of these dogs. We're here at the best event at the GoPro Mountain Games, the Dock Dogs, and we're lucky enough to talk to some new competitors. We've got Michael and Mr. Darcy here, and this is your first time competing in the Dock Dogs together.
It's our first opportunity. Obviously, someone's very excited. We've had some preliminary jumps, which have led to him with a little pre-game anxiety in this first jump, and then since then we're off to a good start. So we're in the next round and excited to see what he can do.
We're excited to see what you guys can do as well, and you were kind of giving us the backstory. He's used to jumping off docks into lakes, and so jumping off a dock into a pool is a whole new kind of transition for him.
Yeah, the opportunity first training jump this morning, he decided to jump off of the dock back onto the ground, about 6 feet down to the ground, due to the fact he's never jumped into a pool. So it was a bit of a training process for him, and there's so many well-trained dogs here that have been doing it for years, and this is his first run. And I was joking with my wife, I said 5 years of him living his dream. It's an opportunity for him to come out and play and, you know, enjoy the festivities.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and good luck in the competition, Mr. Darcy. I think you're going to do so good in your Dock Dog competition. Yeah. Well, get out there, have a great time, and we wait to see what you guys do today.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, you guys.
Doc Dogs is one of the best events that takes place at the GoPro Mountain Games, and you can see we've got all sorts of puppies here. Timid puppies, puppies that are launching. This little guy is my favorite as he walks himself to the little ramp and then jumps in after the ball. Now we've got dogs that are scared to get in but so excited for the water that just flop right in there and start swimming towards their toy. Then we've got other dogs that are such incredible athletes. That guy almost clears the entire pool as he makes the launch for his toy, and we got to watch him the entire time. He was so good. You can see some of them are just so well trained and ready for what's to come. Some of them launch high, some of them launch long. It's really just a fun event to see and to be part of. You can also see that the spectators there are always so excited. This little guy in his goggles and his GoPro, scared to get in. The crowd started cheering and then he finally jumped in after his toy. But look at those dog goggles on him with his GoPro mounted to him. It's such a fun event to get out there and enjoy. And like I said, there are some dogs that are just such incredible athletes that you cannot miss this event. So mark your calendars. If you did not make it out there this year, make sure you mark it out there next year, because it's going to be so much fun to go see these Doc Dogs as they're always going. That's going to be a look at your 2022 Doc Dog competition. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there, everyone. On today's episode of Good Day Vail, we will be focusing in on the Vail Valley Businesswomen's Association, where we have Pam Elliott, the president of the organization, as well as Becca Chapin, the programming director, to tell us everything there is to know about VVBW and how you can get involved. So come back and watch Good Day Vail.
A lot of people have really come up to us in the last few months and expressed how dynamic they feel that the group is. There's a lot more young professionals like myself involved, which is really great and really fun. A lot more women kind of stepping outside of their comfort zones to come to meet new people, which is really wonderful. And just to be able to see and give women a place where they feel comfortable coming and sharing their goals. Some women have the most amazing goals out here in the Valley, and as Pam mentioned, with some of our speakers that we have coming up, I mean, we have some really strong women speakers coming. So I didn't even know that there was so many fascinating people out here. So this organization has really brought that to my attention, which is really wonderful. So it's done a ton, and I think just really bringing people together and creating that community is beautiful.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we've been talking about the Eagle Valley Library District and all of the fun that they've been having this week, and they're going to continue to have. So we've got Carrie May joining me on the couch. Good morning, Carrie May.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Look at your tie-dye.
I know.
And your bell-bottoms,
I know.
and then your big chunky jewelry to like really bring in that kind of 70s feel.
Yes, we're definitely at Summer of Love at the Avon Public Library today. We will be there 12 to 2. Celebrating all things summer reading. Everyone is welcome. All age groups are welcome. We have summer reading and summer learning for all age groups. So if you missed Gypsum yesterday, we have Avon today, and we have Eagle tomorrow. So it's going to be a good time. We were setting up yesterday. There's going to be live burros there.
Yes.
There's, like I said, Summer of Love. There's a photo op with a bus, a VW bus, like a Love Bug bus. So that's going to be fun. And there's just going to be yard games and face painting and all kinds of great stuff today. Tomorrow in Eagle, they have a bluegrass band playing. So they're also going to have yard games and fun things. But I'm kind of jealous that I don't get to go see the bluegrass band because I think that would be super fun.
I think it all sounds really fun, and it's really cool because we talk so much about the libraries, and when people think library, their instant thought is books. But of course, the books are the primary resource at the library that people know and love, and I have been crushing books because I got my library card in September with you guys.
Yeah.
And I think I've read a total of 16 books since September.
I know, it's amazing. How many books we have, first of all, and all the books that we can get delivered to us if we don't have what you want. But we really do try to go beyond the book, if you will. The book is the core, but we're always looking for opportunities to go beyond the book. And so that's kind of today. It's all about summer learning. So it is, reading again is kind of the core of that, but there's a lot more to it. All of our bags come with logs, what we call our reading logs in them, and they all have a variety of challenges that some of them are reading based, some of them are community based. That's kind of our theme this year all together now. So really community based activities. So some of the activities in the log are reading based, some of them are community based, some of them are like a challenge, a learning challenge beyond reading. So like I said, we have all age groups. We have adults, we have teens, we have rising 1st through 6th graders. Something new that we're launching this summer is 3 different early literacy logs. So there's no matter what age your kiddo is, we have appropriate summer learning activities for them.
Which is so cool because early literacy is one of the most important things that you can do with your children, and also to just establish that love of reading in them is so wonderful. But not only does it help as they continue into adulthood to help them be motivated to read, but it also helps as they're approaching school.
Absolutely, yeah. Those are some really key years that you can't really get back later. So all of our activities, again, they are based around reading, but also rhymes, song, play, because all of that really does go into child and development and early literacy. So all of that is really important. Summer learning for our rising 1st through 6th graders, there's tons of research and data indicating that kids who participate in summer reading or summer learning programming suffer less summer slide than kids who aren't doing this. So when the kids go back to school in the fall, they're more prepped for their next school year. They don't have as much summer slide as some of the other individuals who don't participate do.
Which is really important, and especially if you have a kid who maybe doesn't particularly love reading, this is just a good way to motivate them to continue to do so throughout the summer, because one of the hardest things is you kind of get scared to read in front of your classmates, but if you're really good at it, then you don't have to be scared.
Exactly, and what's really fun is it's reading is the core of it, but there's so many things beyond that. So every single week there are weekend programs or weekly programs in all 3 of our branches. So again, if you have a reluctant reader and you bring them to the library for these programs, they can see that the library can be fun, that books can be fun, they can witness other kids who enjoy reading. So there's tons of great activities to engage kids, whether they are an avid reader or a reluctant reader. We really try to make sure that this is an opportunity for all of those individuals to grow their love for reading.
Now, I was peeking in this and looking through the list. We were kind of rating it off camera, and we were talking about how you can just do 10 of them.
Yep. Yeah, so this is our adult log over here. So again, we literally have logs for all age groups. So this is our adult summer reading log, and if you want to flip it around, there's a list of tasks on there. I think there's 20 tasks. And again, there's some of them are reading, some of them are chatting about books, some of them are using some of our databases. So it's a whole variety of tasks, if you will. And if you do 10 of them, you get a midway prize, which is a cooler and a little croaky for your sunglasses. And then if you do all of them, we kind of have like a prize bucket. So there's prizes for all age groups. Again, for those reluctant readers, there are prizes for when they reach their goals. For adults, there's prizes for when you reach your goals. Same things with teens. Teens are giving out tons of free books this year. So if you have some teenagers that you're trying to get back into reading, or if you are a teenager and you want some free books, we have tons of great book prizes for our teens this year. There's just all kinds of great things going on.
I just looked at this list a little bit more as we were kind of chatting about it. And this is going to be so fun to do and complete. Like, read outside for 20 minutes. Like,
easy peasy.
Yeah, I do that daily anyway. And then, of course, like, so many different activities for people to participate in, and just a great way to really help you motivate. Now, as I was reading through, there's like, read a book about a family, read a book based in a different country, like all sorts of fun things on here. And then, of course, some of the resources that you guys have, like check out an item from the Lucky Day collection. That's a really cool program that you guys do.
Yeah, so we have, like I said, it's just a variety of tasks. Our Lucky Day collection is, if you walk in and it's there, it's your lucky day. They're really hot items. We have books and DVDs there. So it just also exposes you to all the great things that we have that you might not be familiar with yet.
Right, and I know that some of those books that are on there are some pretty quick reads. For a long time, you guys had The Golden Couple as a Lucky Day read. I got through that book very quickly because once you start it, you can't put it down.
Yeah, and my cheat is, I'll share my cheat with everyone here. If there's a Lucky Day book and you don't think you're going to get through it, take the Lucky Day book, put the regular book on hold, and then hopefully by the time your week is up, you can come in, pick up the regular book, and then you don't have to stop reading at all, and you got a jump start on it.
Right, which is so perfect. And then let's really quickly talk about what the Library of Things is, because that's one of the tasks here on the list, is check out an item from the Library of Things.
So we have, that's exactly what it is. It's called a Library of Things, and it's things. We call them non-traditional items, so things that aren't books, aren't magazines, aren't DVDs. And so we have technology. So we have a variety of cameras. I think we have a green screen. We have all kinds of great outdoor equipment. So we have trekking poles for adults and kids. We have snowshoes for the wintertime. We have hammocks, camp chairs, some solar chargers to take camping. So we just have a ton of great things to help you learn. So again, if you're looking to get into photography, we have some cameras that you can play with. If you're looking to explore the outdoors, we have some kits to help you in that regard. We have some memory kits that help aging individuals suffering dementia. So it helps them continue to connect with their family members. So it's things that are, again, beyond the book.
Which is so cool. And then as we're talking about all of these, let's not forget about, it is now summer.
Yes.
Kind of, when we start to see those warmer temperatures. But people are getting into camping, and that's a great way to get involved with the library, participate in the Library of Things, because you guys have a wonderful park pass.
Yes, we do. We have a state parks pass, so it works at any state park in Colorado. So it's not going to work at the national parks, and you can reserve it for your camping trip. So just call the Avon Public Library, say, I'm going camping the last week in July. Is there a bag available? And we can schedule it. We also have 3 Lucky Day bags too. So if you're going on a last-minute camping trip, stop in Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum. See if it's your lucky day. You can get a state park pass.
Now, if people need to get a library card really quickly, how easy is it?
Super easy. The only thing you need to get a library card is a photo ID. So bring in a photo ID and we will get you a library card. We have both visitor cards and full-time cards. I know a lot of people are starting to come back. A lot of people will be here this weekend for mountain games. So if you are visiting our lovely community, you are also welcome to get a library card. Again, anybody gets a library card with just a photo ID.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for taking all this time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thanks for my summer reading bag.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you check out the Avon Public Library today from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. to participate in all of the fun, and then make sure that you stop by any one of the libraries and you get your hands on the summer reading activity bag, because there's a lot of fun to be had. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a teeny tiny bit of Good Morning Vail left.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit. 64 degrees is our high, 70% chance of precipitation. Now we are expecting to see winds come out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour with some scattered thunderstorms. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, partly cloudy skies, scattered thunderstorms starting around noon. That's going to continue until about 4 p.m. and then we are expecting to see those rain showers into the later evening. Now if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, give yourself some extra travel time and be nice and careful out there, especially since we have a nice low pressure system sitting above the entire corridor and we do tend to see some standing water. 77 degrees in Denver with a 60% chance of precipitation, 64 in Vail with a 70% chance of moisture, 66 in Avon, 70% chance of precipitation, and that's going to span out to Eagle with a high of 70 degrees. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 43 degrees is our overnight low, 60% chance of rainfall continuing. Now we are going to see some cloudy skies with those occasional rain showers. That sunsetting later each and every day. 8:30 to 2 p.m. is when it's going to go down. Winds light and variable overnight tonight. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, 20% chance of precipitation on Thursday and Friday, 40% chance by Saturday, 50% chance on Sunday, and that's going to continue into Monday. Temperatures ranging from the high 60s to the mid 60s and then into the low 60s by Monday. So we are seeing this little cold front continue, and especially since we're 7 days into June right now. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to your Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning to bring you some great information about what's taking place in and around our community. Now, if you are getting out there today to do anything, just make sure that you've got some rain gear with you, but you also have that sunscreen, since we will see that peak out just a little bit first thing this morning and then maybe a little bit later into the afternoon, and it's just important to protect your skin up here in the high country. I've been your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and I cannot wait to be here with you again tomorrow morning to bring you some more fun community information and talk about all the wonderful things that we have coming up. Get out there and have a great day, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for